Yes, Danielle.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
Yeah.
That was amazing. See, I don't know. Here's an issue I have with you guys. When you're turn them on.
What's going on?
Hey, there we are.
I don't hear him.
Yeah, I don't think I hear him.
Hey.
There you go. Okay, now we're on.
Now what's happening?
This
What's
is
going
my-
on, everyone?
Hi.
They shouldn't let us run this stuff. Look at all these buttons. They
That's a
don't do
lot of
anything.
buttons.
Coming in here dropping
It's a
the
lot of buttons for
F-bombs.
this early in the morning, too.
You heard that, right? I heard that too.
No one heard that. No one heard that at all.
I didn't
This
hear
is a
enough
family show.
Hey, you know, and maybe Zach will agree with me about this. Brent, when you speak, you sound like you sound when you sing.
I've heard that before.
You have that same. What do you call it?
I call it me calling our travel agent saying I don't want to be on the same floor as him of a hotel.
Yeah, there's that.
He is loud.
I also like if you have an accent, usually when you sing, the accent leaves. But that doesn't happen with you. We still hear your accent.
Said the girl
Yeah.
from the Bronx.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love the Bronx.
See?
Especially
There you
the
go.
accent.
Tennessee. He's got
Thank
the
you.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
thing for sure.
The draw is always a little bit heavier in the morning.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
the
good.
y'all
Yeah.
is a little heavier in the morning.
You know, I'm from Texas. When I first moved to New York, I would say y'all.
McKinney, right?
Yeah. How'd you know that?
Whoa.
I'm smart.
Oh my God.
He researches everything.
So I mean, when I first moved here, I used to use y'all, and we're fixing to go to the restaurant. People looked at me like I was from Texas. I guess they were accurate. Hey,
I mean, technically, you are from
You are from
Texas.
Texas.
may I read some texts?
Sure.
Yes,
Stupendous. Tell me why I'm crying now. What a way to start my Wednesday.
Everybody's crying this morning.
Well, I know.
Seems to be
Crying
over their
is
happy
good.
tears.
So good. Thank you, Shinedown. Love them. That was my wedding song. I love them. I love hearing
Aw.
them on my station. You are unlocking memories. They're freaking awesome. Listening to Second Chances bringing me to tears reminds me of simpler times when I first discovered Shinedown. Thank you. It's not very often you hear an artist the same live as they do on a recorded song. That was so good. I skipped my exit listening to them on the way to work.
Sorry about that.
So there's some negative there.
Can we take you all with us everywhere, especially with that screen? Just build up our confidence on a daily basis.
Man, I would feel great. I will all the time.
I would tell you, you got to understand the way the studio is laid out. They can see the screen. There are sometimes we have guests on, we have to turn it off.
Yes.
Oh, no.
When you make
Oh,
the
no.
word, they say, get them out of the studio
Yeah.
now.
I won't mention the name. Sure. I'm kidding.
Okay.
So,
Didn't Usher just play in front of like 125 million people?
Something like that.
This was years ago. That was years ago.
That was years
Okay.
ago?
Years ago.
His new stuff is
Long
banging,
time
man.
ago.
I think his old stuff is too.
His old stuff is great too, but the other day I heard some of his new track. He's always had incredibly just amazing sounding recordings. He has a great team. His stuff always sounds fresh and cool.
You know, I know, Brent, you were really into thrash metal.
I was at a certain point in time. I still am.
Right.
Yeah, I'm into everything.
But then, was it your dad that introduced you to a whole other world? I mean, someone introduced you to like...
Yeah, like when I was 14 years old, I was really into like punk rock and UK punk rock and things of that nature and thrash, grindcore. You know, I was an angsty kid. And my dad came into my room one day and he goes, son, I have no idea why all these people are so mad. Because it's a very angst-driven and what have you. And he gave me a tape and I didn't really think anything about it, and I threw it off into the corner, and a couple weeks later I was rummaging through my room and I found it and I put it in, and it was a guy named Otis Redding. And so Otis Redding got me to Al Green, which got me to Percy Sledge, Sam Cooke, Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye got me to Nina Simone, Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday. So he like opened up this whole world of Motown and R&B and rhythm and blues. And Zach's from Memphis, so I mean he knows all about
So this
that.
is what got you into music.
I mean, yeah, to a point. I mean, I think me and Zach at birth knew what we wanted to do. We haven't, we don't have a plan B.
Yeah, this is it.
This is it. Well, so Zach, what was it that like buttered your biscuit when it comes to music? I mean, what was it that
into
rolled?
blues first? Like blues was the big thing. Being from Memphis too, it's easy, right? That's like the thing. And then I got into Otis Redding, soul singers like that. U2 is probably my favorite band of all time. So, getting into songwriting was the big thing for me. So, because blues music's like, there's not a lot of fantastic songwriting. There's a couple great blues songs, but there's not a ton of great songs. So, when I got into songwriting, was U2 probably was really.
Do you guys get the feeling that being from the South brings up more honesty when it comes to storytelling through music? I don't know, because Froggy, who's not with us now, he's a program director of a country station in Jacksonville, doing very well. The country
Jacksonville, Florida?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The country music, the artists they meet in their format.
Yeah.
They always come across as just so authentic. And your music, that is, people, they describe Shinedown as being authentic, from the heart, like just unedited, just
I
raw
think
stuff.
I think that's our MO. I think that, we always say you can fool some of the people some of the time. You can't fool all the people all the time. So like, why not? When we go in to write a song, our bass player has a great way of putting. He's like, sometimes I wish we did. He's like, but we don't have a Jack and Diane. Like we write songs about kind of what we're going through.
Right.
You know what I mean? At that time, and I think that's a great way to put it.
I was reading that you don't go into the studio because of trends and stuff like that. You go into the studio when you have something to say.
Yeah, I mean, you can't walk into it. I mean, at least for us, we've never walked into an environment where we're writing a song or putting a record together and doing it because we want to be famous. We're doing it because we have something to say. And on the days that you don't have something to say, don't go to the studio.
Maybe we should do that here.
We would never be in.
Stay home a lot.
You mean you're saying we should like what we do?
I tell you what, like we can do a residency here. Me and Zach will come in whenever you guys and girls don't want to
2
come
new
in.
songs a day.
You know, we'll try and figure out the board. And we'll take it from there.
So the new music, does it have a new sound, or are we sticking to sort of the classic Shinedown?
We don't necessarily we don't ever put handcuffs on us in regards to that.
We call it a no-lane highway. So you just kind of go wherever you want and wherever it takes us. And we don't, to me, a good song is a good song is a good song. The genre doesn't matter. A good song is going to hit you. It doesn't matter what kind of music you like. So I don't know. I don't think we're going to make like a traditional polka record or anything, but we'll,
We also have to. Well, you got to understand something too. For us, the way that we see it is, I mean, especially now, the evolution of people being so open-minded in regards to not looking at formats necessarily. Like, it doesn't matter if it's metal music, country music, pop music, rap music, rock music. It should be about all music. If you have a message, and that's always a primary thing with us, but you should be able to evolve as an artist. We're lucky our fan base has always allowed us to be ourselves. So, and for us, we have one boss in this band, and it just happens to be everybody in the audience. But I love where music is going now and how open-minded people are. I mean, we're a prime example of that crossing, back with Second Chance, we crossed 5 formats. We're in the middle of crossing, 5 different formats right now with a symptom of being human. You are giving us an amazing opportunity this morning to be able to be played for your audience. So we appreciate just being here and you giving us the opportunity.
Wow, just turning us on. Of course, this is Brent and Zach from Shinedown. They performed a few minutes ago, and you missed it. Where the hell were you? You can always listen to us on demand later.
I want to know if you could pick another artist or band or something in another genre of music that you would like to collab with. Who would it be?
Oh, my God, there's a ton of people.
That's tough for me.
Usher?
Definitely. 1,000%. Dude, we do the track with Usher any day.
Oh, any day. For sure.
What about Jelly Roll?
Oh, that's our boy.
That's our boy.
Great.
He played with us every night. We brought him out on tour with us 2 years ago. And
He's the best.
Nice.
The sweetest guy.
But see, you see similarities between the Jelly Rolls and the Shinedowns of the world.
Yep.
You just do. There's that authentic vein.
All
right
3
in
of
the
us
middle
are from Tennessee. So Jelly, me, and Brent are all from Tennessee. So and Jelly's that guy that to me, like when you meet him and you see him, like me and him called it. We're like, we wanted him to come out with us again the next year. He was open for us in 2022, and basically we're like, next year we're like, hey man, you're not opening for anybody else ever again.
No, he sold out. When he went back out, he sold out 42 dates, all amphitheaters.
Yeah. Wow.
But he deserves every single thing that's going on in his life right now because that guy is the definition of authentic. What you see is definitely what you get, and he's ready for it. And he's out there doing his thing. He's been waiting his whole life for this opportunity. But also too, with us, you were talking about new music. That's definitely something on when we go back in. We've never done any like big features, had people on our record.
We've never had anybody on
We'd
our
love
record.
to do a record that was just, us and our friends and, just
Ed
putting a bunch of different people.
Ed
That'd be
Sheeran
awesome.
did that, the collaboration project. It was amazing. But I love that idea.
I'm going to get Ed's number and see if he'll do
I
a
vote for
Shinedown
Cher.
song.
I vote for Cher.
Okay, we'll
Dude,
get Cher on there.
Dude, we'll do a song with Cher any day of the week.
Who wouldn't?
And you should. Hey, we were watching you singing, and of course Zach was playing the guitar. And Brent, when you're belting out those notes, they really do break windows. I
don't know about that.
Danielle is actually the Brent Smith of our show. Very loud.
Yes, I'm the loud one.
It kind of
I
hurts.
just met you outside. You had a very lovely voice. It didn't seem too loud.
Oh, that's kind.
She's
Thank
loud.
you.
You're welcome.
Give her a minute. Give her
Give her a minute.
But Gandhi and I
I'm
were
ready. I want to see this.
and maybe there's something that Zach can comment on. We're watching you sing, and I don't think you opened your eyes at all. Does he perform with eyes closed?
He'll open them up sometimes. Most of the time, he has his eyes closed. I think he's praying most of the time while singing.
Gotta hit that note.
I thought he was just feeling the music.
He's also thinking about not sweating, I believe.
Yeah, there's that.
You can just think
don't
that
sweat.
away.
He doesn't just sweat when he walks
God.
around, but for some reason, our joke is when he starts to think about singing, just the sweatiest person.
Yeah.
What is it? Anxiety or is it just excitement? What is it?
Both.
I'll tell you straight up. Like I tell people that the key to success, is to never arrive. There's always another level. There's always another gear. And it's the same thing with nerves. Like people ask me if I get nervous before I perform, and I'm like, absolutely. It doesn't matter if it's 5 people or if we're in front of 500,000 because we've done both. But it lets me know I'm alive. Like, it lets me know that I care. Like, I'd be more nervous if I wasn't nervous. But I close my eyes just because I get lost in the song.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
No, don't change that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
No.
know how to change it.
No, okay, we should do like one song next time you're here where you force yourself to keep your
I was
eyes
about
open.
to say the same thing. I'm like, you do a
Like a
song where you-
Clockwork Orange when they had his eyes, like, made him keep it open.
Oh,
Just stare
man.
right at you.
to see
Yeah.
how ugly the world really is
Oh, yeah.
when you're singing such a great song.
Yeah.
Hey, interesting call here from Jess. Hi, Jess.
Good morning.
And we'll
Hey, how are
welcome.
you?
Say hi to Brent and Zach Shinedown. They're here, and you have what?
guys.
What do you have on
Hey,
your?
Jess.
What do you have on your car?
Oh, I have a license plate, like a special license plate that has Shinedown.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
thank you.
fan
What state
ever.
is it
Yeah,
in?
what state?
Pennsylvania.
Hell yeah.
People send us pictures all the time if they see them, so that's what I wonder if I've ever seen that one. That's a sick vanity plate.
Oh, you should.
Thank
I've been
very
at
much.
every concert in the local area. So
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
What is it about them, Jess? Why do you even care about Shinedown?
This is my favorite show.
Please keep that audio clip.
Why do you give a flying
Why do you care?
about them?
Tell us why you care.
Okay.
Am I in a therapist office?
you know what? Honestly, when like these guys are absolutely amazing, and they're right when they say like everyone in the audience is their boss. They cater to us. Their concerts are amazing, and somebody on your text said, their voices, in person sound exactly like they do on the record, and that's 100%. Like their concerts are always the best I've ever been to, and I love seeing them. Even I could see the same show, and I have many times over and over and over again, and it's just that amazing that next time.
You're so awesome to
I
say
love-
that, Jess.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Well, now I'm gonna get a vanity plate made that says Jess on it. So
Yeah.
thank you. I appreciate that.
There you go, Jess. Thank you for your call.
Thanks,
It
Jess.
means a lot that you're listening today. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
There you go. Hey, but you guys have been doing this for a while. This is not. Oh, you woke up today and started this career.
We've been with each other for 2 decades.
Yeah.
And now there's families going on here, right?
Yeah.
You're going on the road. What's it like doing this now versus doing it then? I mean, have you evolved into this new person? Are you the same people, but just now with kids rolling around? Or what's going on?
A little bit of both. You definitely evolve. I think back in the day, I wasn't sitting on FaceTime with children. There wasn't FaceTime either. But
No,
yeah.
there was not.
Yeah. Now I'm like, getting ready to work out at a show at some arena, and I'm watching a soccer game live on FaceTime on a Saturday. So it's definitely different having kids, but my kids love what we do, and they love kind of being a part of it. They're just now getting it. Some parts they still don't get. They don't know why in a arena with 13,000 people we can't go out to the popcorn stand and just get popcorn ourselves. I'm like, well, because Dada will get accosted, so we can't go out there.
There is that.
So but it's
All 3 of his kids want to be him.
Yeah,
my son wants nothing to do with it.
Yeah, my kids love this. They very much enjoy it, and so it's definitely fun. And now we're at a place where I can bring them out, and they can be out on the road with us. And the last time we were in Manhattan, I brought my
I thought
son
you were
out for a
bringing
week.
Oliver to this
I
trip.
thought I was going to, but yeah, the last time we were in New York, we were here for like a week, and I brought my 7-year-old, and it was the most fun I've ever had on the road ever in my
wow.
entire life.
How's that? Why?
Just showing him this city and watching a 7-year-old from a father's eyes look at this place for the first time and see it and how big it is and how big the world is, and get to show him. And like, when I say he's a foodie, I don't mean like he's a foodie for a 7-year-old. Like, he's a foodie for a 40-year-old.
Really?
Like, oh, we went to Nobu.
He's bougie.
Yeah,
He's definitely bougie.
We went to Sugarfish. We went to Nobu. Like, he is like,
Wow.
he is like a foodie to his core.
How old is he? 7?
7.
At 7, I was eating my boogers.
Well, for his 3rd birthday, he wanted me to make mussels with garlic white wine.
Oh, Dad!
I love him.
Not at a restaurant. He
See?
wanted me to make that.
Right?
for him.
Oh, amazing.
Did you?
Wow.
I did.
Was it good?
It was great. I'm a pretty good cook.
There you go. Hey, when it comes to your performances, as Jess was saying, as everyone has been saying, there is this, like I said, there's this line of honesty in a direct connection with 50,000 people.
Yeah.
You don't do encores.
No.
I mean, when you leave the stage, are people like, yeah, and they're like,
Yeah,
okay,
sometimes.
well, they're not coming out, let's leave. Or do they already know you're not coming
I think they know by now. And also, like, I think you get to a point where, like, I think they've played all the songs. I can't think of another song they're going to play. And also, like, I think I understood it more back in the day. Like, I got it. And we used to do them.
Yeah. Not to say that we wouldn't do it in the future, it's just we haven't done it for years.
It just seems, I don't know. And this isn't me knocking on anybody else. To us, to what we do, it feels, I guess I would say, disingenuous to, like.
Yeah, if Billy Joel wants to do it, he deserves to do it. If, like, Bruce Springsteen wants to do it, go for it.
Like,
you know what I mean?
we're
If
just
Beyonce wants to do it, go for it. But
we're just going to be
us, we're
sitting
kinda
off on the
like,
side of the. Yeah, we're sitting off on the side of the stage. And if you're in an arena, you can look down. We're right there. Like, you can see us. Like, they're probably going to come back up. And also, it's like, again, like, we play. I don't think we leave anything to the imagination by the time our show's done. It's like, well, what are they going to come back and play
Then there
at
you
this
go.
point?
There's the answer.
Yeah.
I wanted to circle back to one thing that you said about being on the road next to him. I'm asking Zach about Brent. Why don't you want to be in a hotel room next to him? Is it because he sings or is it because he's smashing guitars?
Sweaty.
No, he doesn't do it. He's very like docile in his hotel room, but when he's on the phone a lot, like he does a lot of our business stuff, and his, again, like what you said, his singing voice is his talking voice. So if I'm in 12:08 and he's in 12:48, I can still hear him.
I love that. High five to that.
Say, look, Danielle.
Just coming out.
Brooklyn in the house.
That's not a joke.
Bronx.
Our,
loud all
our
the
travel
time.
agent Kathy knows. I'm like, hey, do not put me on the same floor.
Well, so when Brent or Danielle speak, I mean, it hits these frequencies that
It
open
does.
garage doors across America.
Yeah, people, I can be.
Open garage doors
Seriously, I
across
can
America.
be down the hallway and
Yep.
someone will say, "I knew you were here."
Are you like
I'm
that?
not even kidding. We were driving in this morning. There was a siren behind us. I was
Yeah.
like, Danielle.
Yeah.
Danielle, give me your siren.
Do the siren.
Ready for
Yeah.
this?
Oh, hell's bells. Let's go.
Hold on.
Here she goes. Oh, really?
Oh, my God.
Yes, Danielle.
That's wild.
Talent, that's talent.
Zach is saying that's what you are.
No.
I
His is
think you
low.
might have one up me.
He doesn't make noises. It's just his voice. But the problem is that he'll be on an airplane and like it's the same voice.
Yeah, me too.
It is the same
We
voice.
can't help
That's
it.
the guy.
Don't change a thing.
the way
Hey,
Yeah.
the guy behind us stinks. You think he stinks? He kind of smells weird.
Oh my God, that
I'm
is
like,
Danielle.
yo!
That's Danielle.
I have gotten her luggage taken away from her on
Yeah,
an
man.
airplane because I was so loud.
You can't travel with her. I tried to hide a bag. She was like, "Did you just take the tag off your bag?"
My-
And they came and took it away.
Oh, boo.
And when Ja Rule was at the airport.
Oh my gosh.
What
Isn't that
happened
Ja-
there?
Isn't that Ja Rule, the guy that got in all that trouble from that
Yeah.
island thing that didn't
Oh,
happen? That
really?
concert? Like,
I was with Froggy, who's not here right now, and I was so loud. I was like, "Oh my gosh, maybe he's booking another concert."
oh my God. Well,
It's all good.
you guys, you really
This is the greatest Wednesday morning of all time.
you really truly you hit it out of the park performing for us. We do appreciate it.
Thank
know?
you for having us. It's an honor to be here, man.
And as I rarely say, but I'll say it now, when we have moments like that on the show, it is truly a gift for us, and especially for everyone listening. You know, people are driving to work 20 minutes or 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know, they're either leaving a house they don't want to be in or going to a job they don't want to be in, but they have a moment with Shinedown, and that's what changed their day.
Hey, man, we're happy to
much.
be here.
We're
Thanks for
happy
letting
for
us be a part of it.
I'm going to play the song. Yeah, of course. No, he says we're so late. We don't have time to play a song.
I would play the song.
Shinedown!
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.